Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Sunday, the 2nd of January 2022. It's the Observer today, as the Guardian doesn't publish. If you've lost track of the days, sometimes that happens during holiday periods, right? It's actually a Sunday. When you have holiday followed by holiday, etc., it's difficult to know which day of the week it is, but I can officially tell you that it's Sunday today. And some good news coming from France in a moderate step, but quite important. I think they are going to ban, as from today, they are banning uh, the packaging of individual fruits and vegetables in plastic. When I say individual, lots of over packaging that takes place. There's banning in France as from today. In Spain as from next year as well. Next year, of course, is 2023. That's a whole year away since it's only just the 2nd of January today. Long time to wait. You'd hope they might be able to do things quicker than that. Let's hope that, I guess, supermarkets don't really need to wait for governments to do this kind of thing, though, right? They can do it on their own. It doesn't have to be a legal requirement, and so let's hope that these major retailers take note of what's happening in France and just go ahead and stop using so much plastic packaging um, unilaterally without being told to do it. Okay, shall we get on with our observer now? Regulars to the game of Sudoku in the Guardian and the Observer will note that the Observer does not rate its puzzles. So easy, medium, or hard, have no idea at this stage. I mean, in general, we don't anyway, because often the ratings are fairly inaccurate. But I mean, at this stage, we have not the slightest indication of what the setter had in mind in terms of difficulty level. So I shall explain the rules of Sudoku before we begin. I'm feeling a bit drowsy this morning. It's really early, actually. Still really early. The puzzle was only published a short time ago. I have no idea why I'm up so early, but the sun is shining, I can tell you. Even though it's very early, the sun is actually out and the sky is blue, so let's hope it stays like that all day. Rows across contain 9 cells or squares. Columns down contain 9 squares or cells, and these boxes that we refer to as blocks also contain 9 squares, which we sometimes call cells. Okay, now we have the physical layout. What is the point of it? Okay, we are going to stick numbers 1 to 9 in these individual squares. Why are we going to do it? For fun only. There's no profit involved. Strange noise. Neighbors are going out doing something weird outside. Okay, and why do we do it? Just because it's a challenge, right? Why do we climb mountains? Of course, Sudoku puzzling is much less energetic than climbing mountains, but anyway, sometimes it's a nice thing. It's just a nice thing to do. There's nothing else to say about it, right? Okay, how do we go about finding the numbers? Now, I've lost it again. I had seen a number that I was going to tell you, and when I looked out the window to see what my neighbors were up to, I lost what it was that I had in mind. Oh, there it is. Okay, in this block here, we have numbers 2, 4, and 6. That means we have to get all of the other numbers up to 9. So let's start with number 1. Now, where can a number 1 fit in this block here? We ask ourselves, can a number 1 go here? And the answer is no. The reason is we already have a 1 in this column. So a 1 is denied access to this cell here. This one here says, oh, you 3 lot are out. Sorry, go away. You can't be 1. So no 1 is allowed here, 1 is not allowed here. And then the 1 blocking this row here, as I say, a kind of blocking pattern is the way to think about it, blocking down here, across there. We're just left with 1 square. So we know that the 1 has to fit in that square there because it can't go anywhere else. Now, if I can wake up properly. will look for other digits in a similar fashion. And unless I can wake up properly, I won't be able to see any. Well, this is proving quite tricky as an opening. Usually in Sudoku we're given a few easy numbers at the start to kind of, get us moving. And apart from that one, I haven't seen any easy numbers that normally... Oh, there we are. Gotcha now, okay. 1 block's across here, 1 block's... oh, sorry, forget that. 1 block's down here. Oh. Am I wrong? I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Forget that thought. Oh dear. Right. Come on, wake up. Alright, I'm going to have to look at these numbers properly, one by one, because I'm doing hopelessly here. 1 is in these squares here. 1 is in these 2 here. These 2 here. These 2 here. Okay, that's no good then. 2's. 2 blocks up there. No, that's no good. No. 3's. We've got a pair of 3's here. Ah, 3. There we go. 3 blocks down this column, down this column. 3 goes there. Let's keep going through these digits though. 4 blocks up here and across here, so 4 is in these squares here. Those 2 there. Here we don't really have enough information. 5. Nothing useful really. 6 is... Ah, gotcha. Okay, we need a 6 for this column. Okay, now this 6 blocks these 3 squares. So remember, a digit can only appear once in its block. So this 6 blocks these 3 squares here. The 6 stops this from being a 6. So 6 has to appear here. Now 6 blocks across here and across here. So 6 goes there. We can also know that it goes here and here. But nothing else. 7's. What's happening with 7's? Okay, this 7. We don't have a 7 for this column. Okay, the key to today's game is this column in the center. This 7 blocks these 3 squares. 7 has to go there. Now 7 blocks across here, 7 blocks up here. So 7 is there. Okay, I think I'm waking up a little now. We don't have a 1 in this column. We have 1 blocking here and 1 blocking there. Okay, so the missing numbers are 5 and 8 in these 2 squares. Right, let's continue along. 1 now blocks across here, 1 blocks across here, so 1 is there. 5 blocks all of these 3 squares. We don't have a 5 in this row yet, so 5 has to go there. The missing numbers here are, for this row, okay, are 4, 8, and 9. Now we have a 4 and we have a 9 attacking the same square. So if this can't be 4 and it can't be 9, it's got to be the other missing number from this row, which is an 8. So we can place that now. 3 blocks across here. We don't have a 3 in this block yet, so we'll put that in now. Missing numbers here are 4 and 9 for future reference, but for now we can forget that. Okay, this column here does not yet have a 3. We see an intersecting 3 here, another intersecting 3 here, another intersecting 3 here, and just one other empty square. So we know that's where the 3 goes. And now we can take that 3, say 3 blocking along here, and there's an intersecting 3 down there. So 3's got to be in that square there. There are 3 missing numbers now in this column. They are 5, 7, and 9. That's what we don't have. Now the 5 blocks this square, and the 7 here blocks this square. So if it's not 5, not 7, it's got to be the other number, which is a 9. I can put 4 and 9 into these 2 squares here. Okay, let's see why. Because 9 blocks up here and 9 blocks up here, so 9 has to be in these 2 squares here. And this 9 blocks here, so 9 has again got to be in the top and row 1 and row 2. So when we have 3 blocks in a chute like this, if 9 is limited to this row and this row, well, in this block we'll have to 9 must be limited to this row here. Okay, now we have a 9 intersecting here, so this 9 means that's not true. So 9 is placed here. We have 4 blocking across here and 4 blocking up here. So 4 is also in these squares. So we know that 9 and 4 are in these squares. Now we can work out the missing numbers from here, which are worth 5 and 8, right? So we've got 5 and 8, we've got 9 and 4. We're looking for the other number to go here, and that will complete this block. The other number being a 2. That's the only one that's not included. It's far too early for my neighbours to be out and being so jolly. 7 blocks up here, 7 blocks up here, and 7 blocks across here now, so 7 fits into that square there. Now 7 is one of our missing numbers from this column. We only have 2 empty squares, so if it blocks that square, 7 has to go there. The other missing number is 5, I think. Okay. Now 5 blocks across here, And so remember our missing numbers here were 5 and 8, so this can't be a 5 now, so 5 goes here and the 8 goes there. Our 5 blocks this square, 5 blocks here, 5 blocks across there, so 5 has to be in that square there. We know that this is 4 and 9, maybe that will help us to get these. Let's experiment. So these missing numbers have to be 2 and this is what, 2 and 8. Okay, so 8 blocks here, so the 8 goes here, the 2 goes there, and now we just got one number to get for this column. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a 5 yet, so let's place that. Let's just check 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure we're on the right track. Sometimes it's a good idea to count through, just make sure you haven't made any mistakes, especially when playing with pen and paper as opposed to the computer. Okay, so missing numbers up here are 8 and 9. We have a blocking 8 here, so the 8 goes there and the 9 goes there. Now 9 blocks across here, 9 blocks up here, so 9 is there. One number left in this row, it's a 3. 3 now blocks this square, this 3 blocks this square, so 3 goes in that square there. Missing numbers up here I think are 2 and 4, but we haven't got any down here to let us know quite which is which just yet, so we shall continue our search elsewhere. Missing numbers here, 7 and 8. Now we have a blocking 7, so 7 has to go there and the 8 has to go there. Okay, there's 5 blocks down here and 5 blocks across there, so that's our 5. Now we need to look elsewhere. Let's look somewhere over here, I think. Or maybe let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing 8 and 9 here. Any help on 8 or 9? No. How about here? 1, 2, 4, and 5. Is that right? Yeah, okay, so 5 blocks up here, 5 blocks across there. So this is a 5 here. Now we need a 4 to complete this row, and the blocks are 4 from appearing there. So 4 is there. 9 goes there. 9 stops this square from being a 9. 9 is here. The missing number here now is an 8. Missing numbers from here I think are 1 and 2. We don't have any intersecting 1s or 2s. So that leaves 6, 7 and 8 for here. 6 and 7 attack this square, so that's got to be 8. Now 8 blocks across here, 8 blocks down here, 8 blocks across here, so 8 goes there. Two numbers are missing for this column. 1, we don't have a 2, but 2 stops the 2 from going here, so 2 is here. 3, we don't have a 4 yet, 4 goes there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, everything looks correct. Missing number from here now is a 9. Okay, and missing down here we have 1, which is limited to these 2 squares, and 4, which is limited to these 2 squares, and 6. Okay, 1 and 6. So 1 and 6 block these squares, so if it's not 1 and it's not 6, it's got to be 4. Just one number missing across here now, it's a 2. So 2 goes in, that stops this square from being a 2. 2 is here. That will put 4 in that square there to finish up there, that top row and this column, same thing, and that block, of course. Missing now, we're just looking for one of these There will be just one that we need to get. Okay, so missing here is, okay, 4 blocks across here, so 4 goes there, 7 is in that square there, 7 blocks across here, 7 blocks down here, so that's our 7. One number to complete this. 1 2 3 4 5. We don't have a 6, so let's put it in. 6 blocks this square, so 6 is here, 1 is there, 1 is there, and 2 will finish the grid. Thank you very much. I'm going to say that's a medium level, maybe easy / medium, something along those lines, somewhere higher end of easy, lower end of medium. How about that? It's in the region of the swimming pool where it's about I don't know, neck high. Not quite the shallow end, not the deep end. Okay, that's it. I hope to see you when I'm rather more awake later today for more Sudoku games. Thank you very much. Bye bye.